Mohamed, thank you so much for inviting me down to your hotel, Time Oak Hotel in Al Barsha.
Thank you. Thank you for coming over.
Firstly, how are you? You good?
Good. Great. Very
Yeah,
good.
I always get so much energy when I'm around you.
Yeah, well,
You're full of energy
you have
in
to
life.
be positive in life.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
We'll have a lot of listeners here, and I think just to set the scene,
Yeah.
Time Hotels, you are the CEO. Can you give us just an understanding of the organization, how many hotels, where you're operating?
Okay, how many hotels? Now we have 78 between hotel apartment, and fully furnished residence. We are expecting 6 in pipeline. In the first, actually, one of them maybe in a month or two, and the rest are big first quarter of next year. We have 3,000 rooms approximate, and we have more than 2,500 staff. We are in 5 countries now, and we're looking over to open 3, 4 more in Africa. We are looking at Liberia, we are South Africa, Kenya,
Amazing.
and Tanzania.
So what a journey.
Yes. Plus, of course, Saudi Arabia and Middle East. This is my bread and butter.
I know. Exciting what's happening in Saudi right now. Let's we'll split it into 2 parts now. The first part, I want to hear about you. I want to hear about your journey from where you started on day one in hospitality.
Do you have time?
We have time. So please let us know, what was your first role? Where was it? And how did you, because you can inspire so many people from where you started to owning and running your own brand.
Yeah, it's a big journey. Actually, I started when I was 18 after my father's death. I supposed to go in acting school or officers, and then I changed to hotel business because my uncle was running the tour operators in Luxor, where I come from in Egypt. Luxor city is one of the most famous worldwide for tourism and hotel business. Then I changed, I entered the hotel school, I finished. I started with Movenpick in Luxor, Joliville. It's in a beautiful island. And I met a gentleman called Angelo Sabonara. He's the one put the hotels in my blood. And then he starts to tell me, you want to be or not to be? Shakespeare. So I started, yes, I want to be. And I was 18, so 22, sorry, after hotel school I started. And I was hotel school trainee. And then we did management training. Yeah, well, I work everywhere. I work in housekeeping, kitchen, and I clean vegetable, I cook, I clean rooms, bathroom, you name it, housekeeping, engineering, reception, account, finance, so everywhere. I finished 2 years later, and I got a very good position as assistant department head. So I was 24 years when I started my managerial level, which is a junior managerial level as assistant department head. But I concentrate a lot about my future, because also he put in my mind that you have to have a target in your life. And my target is to be a general manager within 38, 40 years max. And I was working only for that. You cannot believe it. I was working hard. I enjoy hard. I played hard also, everything. But I make the balance between work and, of course, I don't forget my family, especially in that time was my mother and my sister and brother. And I was really balancing this up till I met my wife when I was 24, 27, we got married, and here I am.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So hotel school, worked across various departments.
Yes.
Talk to me about when you first went into, did you achieve your target of your age to be a general manager?
Yes, I did.
Where was that?
40, in Abu Dhabi, in Hilton Corniche resident. And then with Rotana, with Mr. Salim Zir, God bless him. He offered me a manager actually first, and then within 8 months he promoted me to a general manager because he wanted to see me how I will do first.
Amazing.
At Rotana Al Maha, and then I opened their first hotel in Kuwait, which was a 5 stars deluxe. Excellent. I have a very good relation, and I learn a lot from actually Mr. Zir.
So that was at Rotana.
Yeah.
So we start at 18, we go to Hotel University, we work through various departments, we become a general manager. You're now working at Rotana, you're enjoying how much you're learning.
Yes.
But something comes into your head to start your own brand, talk to me about...
Yeah, but sorry, I have to go back.
Let's go back.
Back a step, because after Movenpick, I joined Hilton.
Okay.
And this is where I learned a lot. I mean, Hilton it's a school.
Yeah.
It's over 100 years. So I started with Hilton Luxor, Hilton Cairo, Ramses, and then Abu Dhabi, Al Ain, and then I joined Rotana.
Okay.
So where I gained a lot of experience actually, and relationship. Yeah. So yes,
Perfect.
we can come up to
Now let's come up to time. So how I like to position things is there's a listener listening now, and they're a general manager.
Yeah.
And they've got incredible experience, but they have an itch. They want to start their own brand.
Yeah.
Where do you even begin, and how did the conversation even come up?
Actually, it was quite tough because it was in the beginning a dream for me and two of my colleagues from Hilton and Rotana as well, and we made a company and it didn't work out. And then I come up with the Time Hotels in 2012. Actually, the idea started 2011. And I like to do everything as per the book. I'm an old school guy. So I called a brand structure company or brand development company. And they offer us 17 names. One of them Time. And we debate for 2-3 hours. And then in the end, we choose Time because the Time, if you notice, we have apostrophe in the middle, I am. And this is where we put our heart and soul in it. Because we put the customers in the middle of our business, which is very important. I mean, without customer, you have no business. So we choose Time where we focus in our service and customer. We keep it in the middle. Even our slogan is your really matters, about also the customer. It's everything back to the customer, to the client, because hospitality is something very nice. You have to.
But take me to the moment where you talked about you with your two other partners who were ex-Hilton and ex-Rotana. Did you have a coffee? Were you in a shisha bar? Where were you when you said to each other, let's start a hotel brand? Like, what was that first moment?
We actually, I have my team. We started here in Time Oak Hotels as I was running at the GM. And then after the previous company went out of the picture, we start to come up with a new brand. We sit with the brand developer and then we choose Time. Then I sit with the team. I have a very good guys that started live my hotels here with them, Eddie Iglesias and Richard McGrath. Richard McGrath is background Marriott, finance, and Eddie is Hilton and Rotana like me before. So we start to build the company from 2012 to 2014. And this way it was a very tough 2 years because we have to run the hotels here as a GM, front office and finance manager, and in the same time we were building Time Hotels. You can imagine what we did: policy, guideline, procedures, SOPs, every format you see, and this has been checked by three of us, especially Eddie and myself, because Richard was concentrating more in finance and policies and guideline. We finished everything by 2014, and I start to approach other owners. And I was so happy to sign. The first one was in Luxor in my city. It's a 3-star hotel, Time Two Hotels, never come to life. But I was so happy to be signing hotel after 2 years making the company, and I put it in media. And after that, it came really easier because people, I think they like the name. I believe Time, it has something special. Everybody I talk to, when I say Time, they love it. And I signed Qatar, I signed Saudi Arabia, and then I signed more in the Emirates here, and now Morocco, Liberia, Africa. So it's people, they love the name. Even nowadays we are rebranding, and hopefully it will be soon by next year, which we'll call ours just Time. Yeah, nothing else. No, only Time.
So you work with the branding agency. You come up with the name.
Yes.
You put a deck together of some sort.
Yeah.
You're a management company.
Yeah.
So you talk us through how you approach an owner, and you arrive at a meeting, you put up a presentation, and how do you win over an owner's mind to go, we're the right company to manage this property and deliver great returns?
I offer them services, which is the big operators in that time, they were not heavily presented in Middle East. So I think the local brand had the chance to be close to the owner. When the owner needs something, in half an hour I can reach him, or in Qatar it take me 1 hour, or in Egypt 3-4 hours, like this. So it was very good for them to see somebody respond. We respond, it was in 24 hours. In my office, the decision is among us. I have a committee, we sit, this is what we have, this is what we need to do, yes or no, and we choose, and I take the decision in the end. So it was much easier for owners. And I think in Middle East, they like that. They like very much to be close to the operator. They like somebody to listen to them. And this is important because not everybody listens to the owner what they want. Sometimes the owner wants something and we discuss something else, and he doesn't mean that. He means something else totally, but you have to listen to him. You have to talk. The language barrier also, this was a big thing, but positive for me and for my team.
Okay.
So, it worked very well so far.
So from 2014, you signed your first one. It didn't come to life, but when was the first one that operationally went live,
Qatar.
when you welcomed the first guests?
Qatar.
That was in Qatar.
Qatar, and then Saudi Arabia, Dammam, and then here actually we have one in El Barsha, one in Al Qusais, Terminal 2, and one in Fujairah. So these are coming after that very fast, because in Dubai, and mainly in Dubai, the people are really more organized. They get the plan, they get the study, they have the money, they kick up the project, it's finished fast. In some other country, funding, dealing, processes, paperwork, approval, all this takes time in some other countries.
Okay, so from 2014 to now, we get up to 17 hotels that are operational and live.
Yes.
The Time brand is built. Talk to me through the next kind of 5 years. What's the expansion, and how as an owner and CEO do you look at expansion? How do you pick where's next?
To be honest, we concentrate on Middle East, and now I really work heavily on Africa, because I think Africa and the Middle East is the future for the coming 10 years, because Africa starts to develop themselves. You see what's happening now around Africa about the standalone, and it develop themselves. Look at what you call this Rwanda, what they have, Africa, Kenya, South Africa. They are beautiful countries, and they start to depend on themselves and develop their market. So I am targeting, actually, we have a heavy target, which is 30 hotels by 30.
30.
Yeah, 30. It's quite difficult, but I think it's
7 years.
Achievable, yeah. Achievable, because we already have 6 in pipeline, and we have more than 8 in discussion, actually. It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, even I'm hiring more business development team in the company.
Brilliant.
Because we have the setup, we have the expertise, and we are here to work.
So exciting times for the brand.
Yeah, very exciting time. Yeah, and I'm happy for what we reach and how we go, because we didn't go. We fast, but we are not really super fast.
Yeah,
it's a normal growth like any other country, so it's fine.
We talked a lot about the operational side of building a brand, of working with owners, listening to them.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about 2 very important sectors, which should be the guests and your team. So when guests come to Time Hotels, what experience does Time Hotels offer all of your great guests? Right, because without guests, you don't have hotels.
No. Actually, this is a very, very, very important for any hotel business. It's make them feel at home. A lot of customers, they come to the hotel, especially the big one. They can wait 40 minutes, 30 minutes on the reception to wait for the check-in, or they come and nobody look at them because everybody busy in the computer and the concierge and all this. These things has to be really changed, because customer, they pay money to come. They want to feel at home. They don't want to see a robot. They don't want to see automatic check-in and they go to the room without somebody saying, hello, how are you? How you feel? Some guys, they come and they have some issues outside, that family, at home, and whatever. Our job is to listen to them and to keep eye contact and to see what they want, so we can make them happy and enjoy their stay in our hotels before they leave. And these customers, if you treat them like this, they will come, even if they have the best hotel next door. They will not go. They will come to the service where they feel comfortable and welcome.
And to do that, you need
training.
Staff members who are happy, right? So how do you do that at Time?
Yeah, happy staff, happy guests. This is basics, but training.
Okay. Talk us through some training, some strategies.
We don't stop training. We do always training, and even during COVID, we did not stop training, because we kept our staff. We did the basics training, but we participate with international hotel school in Europe, in Holland, and where they can have training online. And they have to make like 3 every year. It's calculated because they have a password, they have access. Every hotel has certain numbers. And we did that. I believe the training is very important. And also, the staff, you need to treat them well. They are still people, had human. I mean, you have to treat them well. You have to look after them. You have to appreciate when they do something nice. Just appreciate. Thank you. Well done. Oh, good job. This will make them work for another 5 years. Really. The food, you look at their accommodation, ask them if they are happy, because some of them, they are not happy in their accommodation. You know the situation. And the food, the restaurant, the cafeteria or the staff restaurant food, all these things, little things, it counts. It's not the money, by the way. If you look at the survey in hotels, if you in certain survey, the salary is not number one. Number one is the supervisor, because when they have a wrong supervisor which mistreat them, they leave. And the atmosphere in the hotel, and in the salary. It's there is a few steps, but alhamdulillah, we are lucky. We have 35% of our staff still with us since opening.
Amazing. Wow. Yeah. Especially in hospitality.
No,
incredible.
Really. Yeah.
So we've got happy owners, we've got happy guests, we've got happy staff. It makes for a great brand, a great business. But we're in the travel and hospitality industry. We've got COP28 coming up in Dubai shortly.
Yeah.
The world is talking about sustainability so much more nowadays. Consumers are looking at brands who have sustainability as a core proposition. How do Time Hotels look at sustainability as a business?
We look at it very seriously. Actually, we started this back in 2016 by my team and and Green Globe in Switzerland. We have did offsets client for our customers, and surprisingly, we have 75 for our customer who has carbon offsets participate are Arabs.
Wow.
Which was really, I was really surprised in that time, 2018. And then we joined Green Key till now we are there with them. Plus, we participate in a lot of activity in the city. And I have a kind of, not policy, but a standard. Everywhere we go, we have to be very active with the social society in the country. Like we are Saudi Arabia, we participate. In Egypt, the same. In Egypt, we participate with the cancer hospital, two of them, one in Cairo, one in Luxor. We collect and we give them, and it was actually very good. We do quite a lot.
Amazing. Yeah. Something you're probably very proud of, I imagine.
Yes, very, very much. And I'm very keen on this. Even we have I have my engineering part of the supporting the society for energy saving. Gita Lafwa, he's Canadian and he's very good in that. And we started 2017 where we save like between 20 to 30% of our energy in all the hotels, and the new hotels it's already built in. Was reducing electricity, water, all these things, what you have. AC.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned you work with a hotel school for training, and you came from a hotel school, as did I. Yeah. If there's younger hoteliers or want-to-be hoteliers listening right now, watching, as someone who's had such a varied career in the industry, what sort of advice would you give younger people thinking about joining the industry?
Work hard and has a target in your life. Really, you have to have a target in what you want to be, because the young generation now, which is, it came. I'm sorry, let me talk about this a little bit about the millennial. They came and 5-10 years ago, the millennial. We have to look after them. They have to allow the mobile to enter. We have to have them polytail. We have to access the. Okay, and then what they work? 1 year, 2 years, and disappeared because they look for 5, 10, 100,000 extra. And where are they now? The same. They're just going around and around. The young generation. No, I'm sorry.
I agree.
They should focus. You can play when you are 24, 25, 26, or 27. You have to focus. What do I like in my life? I want to be a pilot. Study pilot. So by 35, you will reach a position where you can build a family and look up and have a good, decent life. But nowadays, it's still 35 and a sales manager or sales executive, because the last 10 years, all what they did is changing from here to there and having good time. This is really very seriously. So I hope they listen and learn. Enjoy, play, but know what you want in your life and focus and stay. Don't leave. I changed 3 companies in my life. 3. Movenpick, Hilton, Rotana, and now the Time Hotels. 3. Every one of them not less than 5 years. Hilton 15, Movenpick 7 or 6, I think, and Rotana 5. It's not normal. People just changing. So I wish if they can just be stable, focus, and have a target in your life, what you want to reach.
Yeah, I think it's incredible advice
to achieve.
Yeah, I really like it.
Thank you.
We'll finish up with a final question. If we were to sit down again in
Yeah.
5 or 10 years' time, where would Time Hotels be? How big will it be?
Well, look, my first dream is to have it everywhere in Middle East Africa.
Okay.
Really. And now I can approach, and I can then go worldwide, Europe. I'm not looking at the America and Latin America. I'm looking at Europe and Middle East, Africa, Asia. Okay. These are my target, but Middle East, Africa are the first.
Incredible.
Yes, and I hope I can see you again. I'll try to put you on my agenda.
Yeah, you're so busy. Mohamed, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to sit down. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed it.
Thanks.